Howdy folks, how you all doing? Crossdust6 here, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day, I really do. Welcome to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, then you're welcome too, very, very welcome. And if you hit that like, subscribe button, you'll get notified whenever, or the little notification bell, whenever I put out new videos. I'm trying to get back into doing the videos. The reason I haven't put a lot of videos out recently is it's just purely and simply that I'm noticing that a lot of my videos aren't really getting the views. And that's it really in a nutshell. Because there's a lot of work that goes into these videos, there really is. It's hours and hours of editing and all the rest of it, voiceovers and all this kind of crap. And when you get the finished product, that's not what actually takes place. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes before you get to see it. And when you hardly get any views, it deflates you quite a bit, I should say. But anyway, nonetheless, we are on Outpost in the GSOR 1010, the tier 8 British medium tank. Now, I love this tank. I do. I really, really like this tank. I think it's a brilliant tank. It's not everybody's cup of tea, admittedly, and I've noticed that since the new medium line, the British medium line came out that led up to the Concept 5, which I might add, I'm seriously debating about whether to grind up to it, because I really enjoy how this tank plays, which is obviously modelled off of the Concept 5, and I think it would be right up my street. It kind of fits my playstyle. You know, certain people will play heavies and mediums and lights and they'll be very, very good at them, and you kind of find your niche within this game, don't you, of the tanks that you seem to have better games or do a little bit better in than, say, you know, a light tank if you're not used to playing lights, or it's not your sort of thing that you like to go for. But I do like this tank, and so that's the reason why I'm seriously debating about whether to grind up to the Concept 5, but we'll see. But anyway, this turned out to be a pretty decent game actually for me. This tank, it's not a brawler, not by any stretch of the imagination. If you get up close and personal with people, you're basically going to get annihilated, because it really doesn't have the armour. But what does it have? It's got a great cannon on it, and the mobility, it's okay. It's not the greatest in the world, and the turn and circle is a bit to be desired. But you know what? It's a fluid tank. It just kind of feels right for my kind of play style. And I'm not any skills for you or Quickie Baby or any of these great players. I'm just your average Joe that just, you know, hacks his way around the maps. And sometimes I have good games, and most of the time I have crap games. But you just got to keep plodding along, haven't you? It's like anything, you just got to keep, you know, picking away at it until you finally get the style that you're comfortable with. And I quite like this tank because I'm quite comfortable in the style that this thing plays. So yeah, so there you go. So we are getting closer and closer to Christmas, aren't we, with all the loot boxes coming out. And we got some great news for our clan. One of our very dear friends, Chucky, is going to be joining us soon on the PC. So he'll be another member of our clan, very welcome member, I might add. So I don't know whether you've seen any of my previous videos on my old YouTube account, which was called The Angry Canadian, which featured our good friend Chucky. So when he comes and joins us and gets to grips with the game, then I'll certainly bring you footage of the Angry Canadian. I think I'm going to have to make a series out of it, because he is hilarious. And he'll certainly put a smile on your fizzer, that's for sure, because he's a really funny guy. But he's one of these people that he doesn't realise how funny he is, and he's just so quick-witted. So I'm really looking forward to him joining the clan, which will hopefully be in the coming weeks with a bit of luck. Good Lord willing. So yeah, so a few changes coming out, but the Christmas loot boxes, I am really looking forward to them, because me personally, a lot of people disagree with me on this. I just think the worthy of spending a little bit of cash on. Not too much, of course, because this game takes enough cash out of you as it is. But definitely for the Christmas loot boxes, you seem to get more bang for your buck. That's not to say that Wargaming don't make a huge profit out of this, because they do. But, you know, we'll wait and see. So that's on the horizon, which is good news. So I'm just heading back, because I can see that they've broken through on the northern side of the flank. And I'm just going to go up and see if I can get any side shots on anybody before either I die or the game's over. But as I say, this tank is a pretty decent tank, and I'd really recommend you trying it out. I really do, especially if you're a medium player. It's not going to be anything like the T-54 or the Barask or anything like that. It's completely different. It's got a really accurate cannon, which does a fair bit of damage. It's not too bad for its class, and I really like it. As I say, it just kind of fits my playstyle. Side shot. Look at that. See what I mean? The accuracy on this cannon, man, it's just amazing, and it just feels right. And if you're one of, I mean, I prefer playing tank destroyers myself. Anyways, you know, I love playing tank destroyers, and I have a lot of fun in them. Especially my Waffenträger Panzer IV. And if you haven't tried that, you've got to try that tank, man. That cannon is, oh man, it's amazing. It's so accurate. It's pinpoint accuracy most of the time. Out of 10 shots you'll fire, at least 8 will land on target, and that's what I like about it. It's got nothing for armour, like this tank, but it's all about the cannon. So I guess it's not really a red line tank. You can get involved, you just can't get too involved close up, because if you do, your health will disappear very, very quickly, that's for sure. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been plagued by this RNG for the last couple of weeks. Certainly, definitely the last week has been absolutely horrific. The games have been, oh my word, I can't even put into words how bad they've been. It's just, you know, 15-0, 13-0, game's over in like 3 minutes, and you just don't seem to be doing anything at all. Well, I managed to do something there, but it's just the algorithm. It's crazy. It's crazy. Certainly the last 2 weeks for me personally has been horrific, to the point where you just think, oh, I don't even want to switch the game on. It's just, I know what's going to happen. I know what it's going to be like. But touch wood, fingers crossed, the algorithm, I think, has reset itself on me. I might have spoken too soon there, haven't I? But it's weird, isn't it, this game? Honestly, it really is. And I know that they've got all the different things that they put into place. Can I get you? Can I get you? It's not that accurate, cannon. It's a good cannon, but it's just not that accurate. But yeah, so it's I hate this RNG thing. It drives me insane. It really does. When you're looking at shots that should be easy shots. I mean, I had a game the other day that I was like, the tank was right in front of me. I mean, it wasn't 50 yards away, side onto me, and I fired a shot and it went over the top of him. And you know when you're grown and you just want to either punch the wall or just throw your mouse against the wall, and then you remember that you paid a lot of money for both painting of your wall and for your mouse, and so I decided not to. But it just drives me insane, it really does. But as you know, I play a lot of welder tanks, and you've got to take the rough with the smooth. But the last 2 weeks has been exceptionally rough. It really has. Sleep like the perfect storm. Remember that movie, The Perfect Storm? That was a great movie. I love that movie. That was a good movie. Do you think I said that was a good movie enough? Or do you think I should say it was a good movie again? I don't know. I don't know where it all comes from. It's just out before I even know it, before I have time to think about it. So we're down to like the final 3, and I'm just seeing whether this fella or felles, that sounds like phallus, doesn't it? I'm just wondering whether this guy's going to poke out or not. I'm going to call him a guy because it's, you know, that's just the kind of guy I am. And if he pokes his head out, then I'm going to shoot him. It's called filler. You got to try and fill the little voids, the little spaces. I know it sounds a complete load of crap, doesn't it? But you try doing it. It's not easy, you know. Give it a bash yourself and you see what I'm banging on about. Now, I could give you a load of waffle and say what my motivation is here and what brought me to welder tanks and to how it's changed me as a person. I've been lying like a cheap Japanese watch. I'm just trying to wait for one of them to stick the face out so I can slap it. But he's not likely to, and there's only one left, so I thought, oh well, at this point I'll use my motivational skills and my meditational prowess and make my way over, thinking that he's probably going to drop down the back of that hill because there's 2 tanks coming straight at him. And if I go to the left, chances are he's probably going to either try and head back towards his base, because if he tries to head back to our base, he's going to get slapped anyway. So I thought I'd pop my way around here to see whether he peeks out to try and get back to his base, because that's the kind of guy I am. And look at that! I called it! and he got 2 shots at me. But we've now got to hide behind this rock until we're loaded. But can we take him? That's the question. He's trying to get a shot at me. He's aiming. But I'm being as sly as a fox, and I'm going to wait until one of my mates comes round, one of my team members, to take his focus off of me and turn his gun in the opposite direction. I'm going to pop out and slap him one. Just like that. Anyway, on to the post-game stats, and we'll see how we did. So overall, 152,000, not too shabby. Mastery badge class 1. We did just over 4,500 combined, which isn't too shabby. Made a little bit of credits, I believe. But anyway, guys, till the next one, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, hit that like, subscribe. Catch you all later. Take care.